Hello, my name is Rachel Higgins, and I'm doing my presentation on my pet duck, Daphne. Now you're wondering, why do you have a pet duck? Why don't you just have a dog or a cat? Well, I do have a dog, but I just wanted something that you normally don't hear that I have a pet duck. So I'm going to do a presentation on my pet duck, Daphne. Here is Daphne, my pet duck. She's a Cayuga duck. I got her from Tractor Supply. She was the only black duck left. She was just a plain old black duck. My boyfriend asked me, why do you want that one? And I was like, well, I just want that one because you don't usually see a black duck. She got older, and turns out she was a Cayuga duck, the most unique duck that we do have. Cayuga ducks are they're black, and then when the light hits them, they're very beautiful, and their iridescent colors shine. They have a mixture of blue and greens and even some yellows in their feathers. Their bills and feet are usually just black. Where Cayuga ducks come from? They originate from New York. I did my research on the background of who found them, where they came from before New York. All I found was a man, John S. Clark, and back in the 1850s, he was going through Orange County of New York, found these little ducklings that were black, usually didn't see them. He took them to the lake, and that's how it became Cayuga duck, because they are named after Cayuga Lake in New York. That's all I got for my research of where they came from. So, and everything else that I looked up said was theories and theories, but they had to come from somewhere, and I just don't know where they came from. So, you're probably wondering, how do you take care of your pet duck? Well, your duck has to have a good plot of land. You have to have a good coop or a building for them to stay in from predators, obviously. You also should provide them good shade for in the summers because they do get overheated, and provide them a good little swimming areas because ducks are made for the water. I got a kiddie pool from the Dollar General, and we made a spot in our little caged area, and we dig a hole big enough for the pool to sit into, and we make it as their little swimming area. You just have to, and they also like to free range for their food. So if you have a good bit of land, you can let them free range. But in our case, we do have to keep them in an enclosure. But they do have quite a bit of land still in their enclosure to free range for their food. What to feed your pet duck? Well, Cayugas love to forage for their food. Also, ducks need small gravel and coarse sand to help them digest. Ducks need a good crumbled or pallet diet for their nutritional needs. And if you want your female ducks to lay eggs, they need a good source of protein and calcium. And also, you can just feed them scraps from cutting your grass or last night's salad or anything that you could possibly think of, like oats or seeds or corn. They love to eat. According to an article also, keeping and caring for ducks as a pet, it's also, you don't need to keep a duck in a house. They're not suited for an indoor environment. They're best suited for outside. Benefits of having a duck. Cayuga ducks are very friendly. Also, giving good care to them, they could live up to 12 years. Their ducks are quite the social animal. They regularly communicate with each other through their body and vocal languages. When they're very little ducklings, they're also just so cute, and you can just love on them and play on them, and they're just so fuzzy and they're so cute when they're little. A Cayuga female can lay up to 100 and 150 eggs a year, Also, some of their eggs that they can lay can be a deep brown color or even a black color. Doesn't necessarily mean that the duck egg is bad or rotten, it's just the color of the egg that they lay. Also, it's good to think about if you are wanting to get a pet duck, then you need to have more than one duck because they can get very lonely and it just messes up their personalities and their diets and just it's good to think to have to get another more than one duck if you're thinking about getting a duck. Also, Cayuga ducks are highly beneficial because they're the best pest control out there. Instead of paying all this money to get a pest control to come out and spray for all these pesky bugs, just go get you a duck and they can get rid of those pesky bugs. And yeah. But that is my presentation on my pet duck. Thank you for watching and I hope you have a great day.